Hi children, in our previous session we have discussed about two types of forces, contact force and non-contact force. And also we have given these two, the picture given in page number 134, we have written as contact and non-contact force, these two, isn't it? Separated, divided into contact and non-contact forces from this picture. And the first two, we have also done the first two examples in the picture. The woman pulling water from the well, it is contact force, muscular force. And the second picture also is muscular force, the person pushing the trolley, that is also contact force. Another contact force we have discussed is frictional force, isn't it? What is frictional force? That also I have mentioned in the previous session. That is when an object moves on a surface, another surface, the surface tries to oppose the motion of the object on it by applying a force opposite to its direction of motion. Such force is known as frictional force. Who applies this force? The surface on which the object moves. Okay, so this force is known as frictional force. You might have noticed when a ball rolls on the floor, after some time the ball comes to rest. So in the previous chapter we have discussed that when an object moves, to change its state of motion, a force is to be applied to bring it into rest. But here we cannot see any person applying a force. Even a ball is rolling on the floor, and even though no one applies a force on it, it comes to rest. What may be the reason? Yes, is there any force acting on it? Yes, sure, a force is acting on it, but we are not seeing it. Okay, so now who is applying force there? The surface on which it rolls. Okay, if it is rolling on the floor acts a force on it to oppose its motion. So in the opposite direction of motion. Okay, so that force applied by the surface on a moving object over it against its motion is known as frictional force. So here, frictional force, the force applied by the contact between object in contact force is contact force. That's what we discussed, the contact force, isn't it? Frictional force is a contact force. Okay, so frictional force is a contact force. So when it exists, frictional force exists when a body moves or tends to move over another body, another surface. Okay, so this force is against the motion of the object and it tries to stop the object. Okay, so then here some examples of friction I'll explain to you. When it is easier to walk on a rough floor than a muddy surface. If we step on a muddy surface, then we may, while walking, we may slip down. It is due to no friction there. Friction is not there to stop, to resist our motion. So we are walking. While walking, we tends to move continuously, and our feet may move faster, and our head may remain rest. Okay, so we will fall down. So in a slippery surface, we may slip down because of very less friction there. And on the rough surface, we can move easily because of friction. Okay, and here how friction acts, that I will explain. So here the surfaces may have ups and downs, isn't it? If one surface, one body is moving on the another surface. While moving, both the surfaces may have ups and downs. Sometimes these ups and downs of the surfaces interlock with each other, and then further motion becomes difficult. Okay, so such a way the interlocking between the surfaces causes the frictional force. Okay, now very smooth surface, the ups and downs are less, so friction also is less. Now we have to discuss about three types of frictions. Okay, so here you can see different pictures given in this page number 136. Two persons rolling a very huge log on the ground, and here in the next picture you can see a rope is tied on the log and the two persons try to pull it to move it. And here the third picture you can see a very box is tied and the rope is passed over a pulley and the other end some weight is applied. So here in these three activities shows frictions in different situations. So here the first case, second case, in which of these, among which of these, it is easier to move the log? Yes, of course it is the first case. Rolling the log on the floor is easier than to pull it on the floor. What is the reason? That is what we are going to explain. What are the friction taking place beyond here? So here, there are three types of frictions, children. So static, sliding and rolling frictions. Static, sliding and rolling. First I will explain what is static friction. If an object, suppose an object is kept on the floor, very huge box, filled box is kept on the floor. We are trying to move it. Okay, and when we try to move it, first it may be difficult, and by applying more and more forces, greater force, we are moving it. As it just start to move on the floor, then the friction applied by the surface is known as static friction. That is, the object at rest when just started to move on the surface, the friction applied by the surface on the body is known as static friction. And sliding friction means when an object kept on a slanting surface and the object slowly moves over the slanting surface and slides over the surface, then the friction applied by the surface is called sliding friction. And when an object rolls over a surface, the friction applied by a surface is known as rolling friction. So these are the three types of frictions. Static friction means the body at rest when just start to move on the surface, the frictional force applied by the surface is static friction. And when an object slides over slanting surface, then the friction is known as sliding friction. And when a body rolls on the surface, the friction is known as rolling friction. Among these three, the least friction is very less in rolling friction. That is why by rolling a body on the surface, it is easier to move it, because rolling friction is the least friction among these three. Okay, and then next it is easier to slide over the surface. You might have seen how the things are brought down from a truck. So maybe one small we have to bring down something from the truck. So the surface is landing surface may be arranged, and then the object may drop from there. So it will move easily, falls down easily to the ground from the heavy truck. Isn't it? Heavier object can be moved easily by sliding over the surface. And rolling is the rolling least, and then sliding, and then static. Static is the friction is the greatest friction among these three. Okay, so these are the different types of frictions we have to discuss today. And then here it is given that in the next page it is given 137, it is given what are the two types only given there. The third also you should understand. So your third is static friction. When an object just tries to move over the surface, then the static friction exists. Okay, so these three types of friction you have to read out and learn, understand the differences. Rolling friction is the least one. Next, static friction, and the highest is first rolling friction least, second sliding friction less than that, and the greater than that, and the greatest is static friction. So increasing order, if we arrange increasing order of friction is rolling, sliding, and static. Hope everybody understood about the three types of frictions, and we will continue in the next. Today we are winding up, and we will continue in the next session. Till then, bye children. You have to read the textbook. Okay, bye.